Alright, so boom, check it. I wanted to talk about Boundary, right? This game is pretty. This game trailer came out a couple years ago, but it's finally like I believe they released a demo soon, and it was on one of my like games list like to talk about like the list I've been doing previously, but since it's getting more attention, I'm gonna talk about it in a separate video. Um, but basically, it's guns in space. You know what I'm saying? So basically, you're on a space station and you're fighting for controls of the space station. You got like grappling hooks. You got guns. I don't know how they work in space. You got freaking niggas get turned into beans and shit when they get shot. Like it's a really intricate game, and the reason that alright, personally, I wouldn't play it, even though I can't. But if I were to play it, I think it wouldn't. It's not my type of game, but it's so interesting in how the maneuvering and how you orient yourself in space to combat the enemy threat is a amazing concept because of just how much freedom you got in like how you're positioned, because you could be standing on a platform, but you could also be upside down, floating, turn yourself whole 60 fucking degrees, whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? And it seems like it's just really cool to just be an astronaut with a fucking AK, you know what I'm saying? How's that shooting in space? We still do not know, man, you know? But, the demo released recently, and a lot of people are playing and getting into it. I've been watching it, and it's really intricate to see how how would you make a level that is supposed to be open, because listen, you got guns that could touch you from long range, you even got snipers in there, but how do you defend against a sniper that's like, let's say, like it's infinite space, so they have it on the space station where you gain cover and stuff like that. And I'm guessing that you can only go so far away from the space station, so you don't have a view of the entire map. So like snipers aren't like at the moon surface right now, taking pop shots at you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm guessing there's like some sort of boundary that's well balanced enough to like make sure that you don't do shit like that, because that would be me. I ain't gonna lie, man. You gotta take whatever advantage you can, bro. We're at war in space, apparently. You know what I'm saying? So another thing about it is the weapons. The weapons are like, I guess they're space guns, so they kind of work in space. But I like how the weapons look and feel. The AI is, I mean, not the AI, the UI is a little like messy. You know, so a lot of things going on there. Don't really, a lot of stuff in your screen is a really distracting thing, but I'm guessing that majority of it is well needed information and stuff like that, so it's not too much of a hassle. I like the overall aesthetic and how it looks. Like in the trailer, there's a nighttime mode where you fight. I haven't seen anybody play at night. I don't know how you play at night in space, but you know what I mean, night vision and blah blah blah. I guess it would be night in space. Bro, listen, I'm not a geologist or whatever the fuck, bro. I live on Earth. That's, Elon trying to live on fucking Mars and shit. Like, listen. But seeing something cool like that would be interesting, and I like the overall, like, the clean aesthetic that's the space has. Like, when you see space, you think of like the color palette is usually white, black, orange, sometimes gray, and that color palette is like immensely like saturated in this game, which makes it look cohesive and stuff. What else about this game is pretty cool? The graphics look cool, but I ain't one for graphics, man. Graphics are here or there, bro. As long as you got a good game, it's a good game. You know what I'm saying? What else? I'm gonna tell you what I don't like. I don't like that. The things that I don't like about it is, like I said before, UI and how it looks. But I don't like the like. Why do people when they die they turn into balls, right? Like, what's up with that? It's probably a part of the lore, or a space reason for it and stuff like that. But also, if you're in space, you get shot. Even if it don't hit you, ain't it gonna rip your suit? Now, listen. I know they got like body armor and like the pictures and stuff, but like, bro, like you gotta have bulletproof helmets and shit. Like, Wait, I can't. Like, do you really think this is gonna happen one day when niggas in space just beefing? Fucking the whole shootout, man, just flying through, just letting it rip. Oh man, niggas out here doing real Star Wars, man. Damn. Um, that's pretty much all I gotta say about Boundary. I wish I could play it. I don't think it will be a game that I'll enjoy, but I want to play it just to see how unique and different it is, because there's no really other games like this to compare it to, other than like the gunplay. But you fighting somebody that's literally upside down, doing 360s by the space shuttle, hitting the name on the solar panels. Like, yeah, you know what I mean, like, what are you gonna do against that, man? Man's over here hitting trick shots in 360 space. Like, come on, you know. I do like the abilities. That's what I wanted to talk about. The abilities, such as like, you know, the grappling hook. I think one has like an arm booster, but I think that's for all of them. Like a default movement option, obviously, because niggas don't want to be floating in space. Um, It'll be really interesting to see where it goes. Hopefully, it gets enough attention where it could turn into something very interesting. It has an interesting concept already, but it's just like, what do you do with that concept? How do you expand on that concept to make something like intricate? Like, you're in space, like, do stuff that people have. There's such a new territory that they could do anything, and it could set a trend for games in general. Like, what if Boundary hits like 3 million players the first day on release, and now everybody's making space shooters? You know, like that would be like a whole new trend, like the battle royale trend and all that shit. And it would be interesting because there is such a different field that there's obviously been like shooters in space, but it's more like you could like jump and you'll get extra high, and you'll fighting in a space station rather than on it. I haven't seen any like real shooters, any really popular shooters that took place in space. I guarantee there's some, but it's such a new territory, new ground that, like, you know, like, what could they do, you know, other than what they already have? Like, what game modes would work? Like, will there be ever vehicles? You can add more guns, of course, but like what could they add more than just shoot person, stand here, and capture objective? And I think from there is going to be interesting to see what objectives they have. Maybe like you fight on Earth on boots on ground fighting on Earth. Damn, I said that shit completely backward. Anyway, you fight on Earth. The first one to take over the spaceship attacks like the enemy. It could be like Star Wars. That one more that's in the newest Star Wars made by EA, Battlefront 2. It could be like that one, like the S word, whatever. It's like basically you fight on ground, and then the winners of the people that fight on ground go to their spaceship, and instead of fighting on like boots on ground on the spaceship, for Boundary you can fight the actual spaceship, like break their solar panels, disconnect the fusion tunnels, open some airlocks. I don't know, you basically attack, and it could be like defend, and it'll be like a conquest slash rush, like a scenario. That could be interesting, because like there's nothing like it. You actually, and then you have like I've seen in the game they actually have destructibility, so stuff like actually gets broken when you shoot it, like the solar panels and some of the cargo, and it already looks destroyed. You could do like have like a bomb mode where you gotta plant 4 bombs and blow up their container. Like, let's say Russia trying to send like 3 monkeys to Jupiter to hit, like, do something crazy, you know. So you'd be like, all right, we're gonna stop them, and that's your objective from there. There's so many facets of game modes that you can integrate with this space shooter theme, that can make it unique. It could be like literally a different, like it could be like I've seen game mode but slightly different with space, can make it a totally different experience. And that's why I think Boundary is a unique game in its own caliber. That's why I say I don't want to play it, but I'm interested in it, and I'll keep an eye on it. If I were able to play it, I would, but you know, PC gotta get upgraded first, you know what I'm saying? Still on the i4. No, I think I'm on i6, but still. Anyway, that's all I got to say about Boundary. It looks like a cool game. I'm gonna keep up with it. Hopefully it has like those intricate game modes like I talked before. More guns. I don't even know what they're gonna do if they got vehicles. That's like a whole different, like, that's gonna be really Star Wars, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, bro, you know, do what you gotta do, bro. You know what I'm saying? But roll the outro.